You don't push people away because you're cold. You push them away because love feels dangerous. And the confusing part is, you usually don't even realize you're doing it until the distance has already begun. You feel something real, something warm, something promising, and instead of relaxing into it, a quiet panic rises inside you. You start asking yourself questions like, what if this doesn't last? Or, what if they get tired of me? Or, what if they see who I really am and walk away? These thoughts don't come from the present moment. They come from old memories that still live inside you. People often assume pulling away means lack of interest, but for many people, it's actually a sign of deep emotional sensitivity. When you care intensely. When you attach deeply. And when something matters, losing it would hurt more than you know how to explain. So instead of letting someone get close enough to possibly hurt you, you create distance first. It feels safer. It feels familiar. It feels like control. This instinct usually begins early in life. Maybe you learned that the people you loved weren't always steady. Maybe affection came mixed with criticism, unpredictability, or emotional absence. Maybe you grew up being the strong one, the quiet one, the independent one. So needing anyone now feels strange and uncomfortable. Or maybe you've been in relationships where you opened up only to be met with disappointment, betrayal, or indifference. Your brain doesn't forget those things. It stores them as warnings and it brings them back the moment someone gets close. So now closeness feels like a risk rather than a comfort. Someone caring about you feels both wonderful and terrifying. You start analyzing every message, every tone, every pause. You assume their interest will fade. You assume you're too much or not enough. You assume that letting someone in will eventually leave you broken. These beliefs feel like truth, but they're actually emotional echoes from a time when you didn't feel protected. This is why you pull back, why you avoid deeper conversations, why you retreat the moment things start to grow. It's not that you don't want love, it's that love activates the wounds you've learned to hide. But here's the painful irony. Pushing people away gives you short-term safety, but long-term loneliness. You get temporary relief, but later you find yourself wondering why connections never seem to work out. Why things end before they begin. Why people say you're distant even though you feel so much internally. It's not because you're broken. It's because you're protecting yourself with methods that no longer serve you. So how do you begin healing this? Start with awareness. The next time you feel yourself withdrawing from someone who hasn't actually hurt you, pause. Ask yourself, is this fear coming from now or from before? Most of the time, it's your younger self trying to keep you safe using old survival strategies. Then try taking one tiny step closer instead of stepping away. You don't need to open your entire heart. You just need to resist the urge to disappear. Respond to the message you want to ignore. Say, I get overwhelmed sometimes. Let yourself stay when your instinct says run. Next, introduce honesty in gentle ways. You don't have to reveal everything. You don't have to explain your entire emotional history. You can simply say, I shut down sometimes when things feel real, but I'm working on it. Healthy people don't punish this vulnerability. They respect it. And the ones who don't respect it simply aren't meant for your deeper layers anyway. Healing also means understanding that closeness will always feel unfamiliar at first. Your brain is learning something new, learning that safety exists in connection, not just in solitude. This process is slow, repetitive, and sometimes messy. You will have days when you pull back too far. You will have moments when fear wins. But every time you choose to stay just a little longer than your fear wants you to, you reshape your emotional patterns. And here's the truth you need to remember. You are not hard to love. You are not emotionally complicated in a way that makes you impossible to understand. You are simply someone who learned to survive without relying on others. Someone who learned to protect themselves. Someone who felt pain deeply enough to fear feeling it again. But you are also someone capable of healing. Someone capable of connection. Someone capable of building relationships where safety and love coexist instead of competing with each other. You don't push people away because you're unlovable. You push them away because a part of you still believes love is a threat, but you are allowed to rewrite that belief. You are allowed to let people in slowly, safely, intentionally. And one day, love won't feel like danger anymore. It will feel like home. If this helped you understand yourself a little more, consider subscribing. I'd like to growing with you.